Good morning. Inauguration Sunday. Today, President Obama will be sworn in behind closed doors at the White House ahead of Monday's public swearing in. Road to the Super Bowl. Today, it's the Ravens versus the Patriots and the Falcons versus the 49ers. The two winning teams will play in New Orleans next Sunday for Super Bowl 47. And representing Delaware, Delaware Governor Jack Markell has been chosen to go on a business trip to India in a little over 2 weeks. It's Sunday, January 20th, 2013.
This is Delmarva Connection Sunday Morning.
A very good Sunday morning to you. I'm Hunter Littlepage. It is Sunday, January 20th, 2013, and this is a special edition of Delmarva Connection Sunday Morning. Well, coming up, we will have the latest on, of course, the inauguration. We'll have complete coverage of that. And we'll also have the latest on the Ravens and their road to the Super Bowl. Sporting my purple tie today. We'll have a lot more on that coming up. And also ahead, we'll have the latest on Delaware Governor Jack Markell. He's representing the state of Delaware in a business trip in February. But we'll begin this morning with the latest on the inauguration, and later today, President Obama and Vice President Biden will be sworn in at private ceremonies in Washington. But tomorrow is the big day where all will be watching on the steps of the Capitol as President Obama and Vice President Biden are sworn in a public ceremony. 900,000 people will descend on Washington, D.C.'s National Mall on Monday for President Obama's second inauguration. That's a substantially lesser amount of people than those who attended President Obama's first inauguration in 2009. 1.8 million people were in attendance then. Over the past week, Secret Service have assisted in preparing for the swearing-in with test runs with actors playing the President, Vice President, and Chief Justice John Roberts. But Monday is the big day. Well, kind of. Due to laws added to the Constitution in 1933, the President legally has to be sworn in by noon on January 20th. So, he will do just that in a private swearing-in behind closed doors at the White House. And Monday's swearing-in will simply be for the public's viewing, with not only the 900,000 people watching on the mall, but hundreds of millions of people watching on television, online, and on apps on their smartphones and tablets. Event organizers have a warning for spectators. After hundreds of confused spectators got stuck in Washington's 3rd Street Tunnel in 2009, the tunnels will be closed altogether during Inauguration Day. Organizers also warned spectators not to immediately leave via public transit after the swearing-in. With a large influx of people and only a few subway entrances, chaos would outbreak, similar to 2009. A lot of other news to get to this morning, and this morning the latest on the road to the Super Bowl. Today the Ravens play the Patriots at Foxborough, Massachusetts, and it is the 49ers against the Falcons in Atlanta. The two winning teams will play in Super Bowl 47 next Sunday in New Orleans. And Delaware Governor Jack Markell will be leading a trade mission to India next month. Markell was invited by the Indian National Association of Software and Services Companies for a 10-day trip that begins on February the 6th. And out with the old and in with the new, President Obama has unveiled a new White House portrait for his second term. Looking good, Mr. President. This as his wife, First Lady Michelle Obama, unveils a new Twitter account with the Twitter handle @FLOTUS. And on that Twitter account, she unveiled this new hairstyle. She's bringing bangs back for her 49th birthday and for the second inauguration of her husband. And that's a look at the day's top stories. Now for a check at the forecast, here's a look at what you can expect this morning. And that's your latest weather. Thank you for joining us on Delmarva Connection Sunday Morning. We've been covering the inauguration all morning. We'll be back later today with a special report on the inauguration at the White House, and then tomorrow full coverage beginning with Delmarva Connection this morning and throughout the day with live coverage from Delmarva Connection of the inauguration at the Capitol. Thank you for joining us and have a great day. Be sure to stay with Delmarva Connection on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
This is Delmarva Connection.